Hello and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and I have got a fabric haul to share with you guys for today. But before we get into that, I just wanted to pop on here really quickly and let you know today's Friday. We do have a Feature Friday pattern, which is for Love Notions, which is the Encore skirt. It is $5 today only. My code 10TK Stitchery will get you an additional 10% off that sale price. I made mine in a velvet last Christmas, and it's absolutely in the rotation for the holidays again this year. It's a really great skirt pattern, really easy, real quick palette cleanser. It's got these really cool pockets, quite a few different it's got like an A-line and a fitted and the pleated version, and then just like a full version. My midi one, and then different lengths. My midi one was the A-line version. So anyway, fitted waistband, got a side zipper. Yeah, it's a great one to grab if you're interested. So that's the one thing. Number two, today is the Friday after Thanksgiving. If you're in the US, I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. But Minerva, if any of these fabrics I'm showing you look interesting to you, Minerva is having their Black Friday sale right now. Everything is already marked down 10%, like it's an automatic at the end of the cart. However, if you are a Craft Club member, everything is 20% off. I pay with my own money. I am always a Craft Club member of theirs. It's 20 pounds, so Great British pounds, 20 pounds, but you automatically get 10% off everything, no matter what's happening, which really helps with the exchange rate if you're in the US. And I just pay the 20 pounds. It's good for a full year. And I just like shopping at Minerva because I can always find what I'm looking for. They've got such a huge catalog. So if I'm looking for something specific, it's very easy for me to find what I need at Minerva. So I always keep the Craft Club membership so I can get the 20% off at these special sales as well, which is very exciting and something that you may want to take advantage of. So I will leave a link down below. I do have an affiliate link, which means I make a small commission off of anything that you buy from that link. No cost to the customer. That's all from Minerva. Anyway, I will leave the links down below, not only for the fabric that I'm getting ready to show you, but also for that Craft Club membership if that's something you're interested in doing. And you can buy it as you're checking out with your fabric, and it will give you that 20% off instead of just the 10. Okay, that's all I have. Enjoy the video. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney. So today, I didn't do some fabric shopping today, but recently I have done some fabric shopping. I went through, if you've been following along on the channel through the fall, you know that I went through the Design Your Wardrobe with Seamwork patterns, which by the way, today's the last day of their sale. Just FYI, 50% off everything, except for their monthly memberships, but everything else is 50% off. I'll leave a link down below. Anyway, I went through their Design Your Wardrobe course, which is part of their club if you're a member of their club. And I was identifying some silhouettes that I really wanted to try, something a little bit different. I've been trying to refine my style just a little bit more, life is changing and what that looks like, and how I can make a few changes and still stay true to who I am. And part of that process was I made a list. I did a whole video on my fall and winter plans, but I did need a few pieces of fabric to fill in the gaps. And most of this is from Minerva. In fact, I think all of it's from Minerva except for one piece. And so, yeah, because Minerva was having a club sale. So twice a year, maybe 3 times a year. Yeah, 2-3 times a year. Minerva does a sale on their entire website. If you are a Craft Club member of theirs, you get an additional 10% off. Everything on the site goes 10% off. And then if you're a Craft Club member, you get 20% off, basically the entire site. I have been a Craft Club member of theirs, gosh, for years. It's 20 pounds, so Great British pounds, 20 pounds to be part of that, but it comes with number one, 10% off your order all the time. So no matter what, you get 10% off your order, which if you are ordering from the US, that really helps with the exchange rate. It makes things much more even. But also, they've got great shipping. I think their international shipping is like $7 or $8, something like that, or pounds, which comes, about $10. for international shipping, and it comes, I don't know, within like 10 days from when I order it usually, if nothing is like major happening with like weather in the world where it might make it. And I've never had to pay, personally, I've never had to pay customs when the fabric has come in, never. So anyway, they did one of their craft club events, and I was like, perfect timing. So Jenny and I both did some fabric shopping to get things ready for sewing for ourselves this fall and winter, because Jenny has been bitten by the bug as well and has been doing some sewing. So I just wanted to show you guys everything I grabbed. It's a whole big box. See? Okay, so the first thing I have made, and here's a sneak peek, you can barely see it right here, barn coats, or kind of a chore jacket, but car coats, barn coats are very in right now. And they were very in back in the 90s when I wore them, you know, your Land's End type barn coat, car coat that always had like the contrasting, like either a leather or a suede collar or a corduroy collar. And gosh, I feel like all of them were like olive green or like a burgundy or a navy. It was very much the colors of the time, maybe a camel. Anyway, the trend is back. And so Jenny and I both wanted to make one. I have made one. Again, sneak peek. You'll see more of that on the Dastashify video, which will be next week. But, Jenny wanted to make one as well. So she has picked out a pattern, and we will be showing this as soon as everything gets made up. But I think it's the Parker coat from Seamwork Patterns. But again, we'll have more on this. And with this version of mine, I quilted some flannel for the body, the lining of the body. Like I interlined the body of this coat. Again, more details to come next week. She wanted to do something similar. So she picked out this beautiful, in her color palette, this cotton, I think this is a duck canvas. So a heavier weight canvas that she wants to make a barn coat out of. And then we are going to line the body in this plaid flannel shirting, or I think they call it brush cotton. So we're going to quilt this to, I have my kids' old flannel sheets from when they were little, like my son's is like Star Wars and my daughter's was like Frozen. Anyway, they're full-size bed sheets, and I cannot tell you how many garments I've interlined with those sheets. It's a fantastic idea. So interlining with cotton flannel, whether it's old sheets that you thrift or that your kids have outgrown, makes a great way for an extra added insulation in jackets. So we're going to quilt this fabric to some flannel and then interline the body of the coat in this. Now we don't want to do the sleeves in this. I have some flannel back satin in my stash that we'll probably use for the sleeves, because you like your sleeves to be slick, because then, you know, the shirt or whatever you've got on underneath it slides really easily. That's what I did on this one. Again, more details to come. But this is going to be Jenny's barn coat, and we even have some thrifted leather that we're going to do her collar in. It's going to be so good. So that was the first thing. Actually, I have quite a bit for Jenny here. The first thing that we grabbed, also for Jenny, because she wants to make a button-up shirt with my button-up shirt making class, now that she's been bitten by the bug. And we came across this Lady McElroy cotton lawn. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? We thought that this would be a good like winter colors for her to wear. She's got a couple of sweater vests that she can wear over it, or just wear it as is, or underneath cardigans, or shirt or sweaters, and have the collar popping out. But we just thought that these colors were so pretty. Like, she's got a lot of this like lilac-y orchid color that's in her color palette, and then there's like this kind of a duck egg blue that's in there. Obviously, this is a navy background. There's a lot of her colors in here that she can very easily pull out with other accessories. So there was only 1.9 meters left of this on their site when the sale was happening. I'm sure they can get more, but we bought it all. So we have enough for Jenny to make herself a button-up shirt this winter. So that was a fun one. As I was going through with my list of things that I needed to get from the site, she's like, I'd like to make a button-up shirt. What do they have? I was like, oh, they've got so many options. Okay, the next thing that I grabbed. So this is does it say on the tag? Oh, I already washed this. I think it's 130 GSM, so grams per square meter weight, but it is a denim, but it is definitely shirting weight. So this is the same fabric listing that I used for my Swanton, the ill-fated Swanton that I made the sleeves way too small on. But again, that fabric I purchased a couple years ago, the weave has changed just a little bit. I actually prefer the way it is now. It feels a little bit more cottony and a little more grippy. So anyway, I had purchased this though. It's the same color. This comes, I think, in 4 different colors, like blues, but colors of denim, 3 or 4 different colors. Highly suggest this for like a denim dress, like a shirt dress, or a denim button-up shirt, where you want it not like super, super thick. This is a really, really great weight. And I was gonna do a, this is the Pattern Emporium Downtown Jacket, the roomy fit. I was gonna do the regular fit and the denim for just kind of a comparison. But now I think instead, I have 2 meters of this, I'm gonna try the Swanton blouse again and make it correct with the correct sleeves. In fact, you know, I just cut it out with my projector because that's what I was using at the time, but I have the pattern like cut out and it just needed to be pulled out of my stash and ironed. So I'll probably use that for the sleeves this time where I know that they fit me. But yeah, I think that's what this is going to become, another Swanton. It may not get, maybe before Christmas I'll get this one made up, but we will see if that happens. But highly, if you're wanting to do a denim button-up shirt, even without the ruffles, you know, just a regular denim button-up shirt. Again, it comes in 3 or 4 colors. Absolutely, it's wonderful. I have it in a couple of different colors from when I previously bought some for my daughter as well. It's fantastic. Okay. Next, I bought some lining. Now, I had also said in my fall and winter plans that I wanted to make the Closet Core Patterns their new Phoebe coat. It just looked like a lot of fun, and I've got some orange, and it's like an orange, and there's a little bit like a brown gray plaid, cream, really fun plaid that a viewer actually gave me. So I needed lining, and so I've used this lining before, actually in this color. My Grain Line Yates coat is lined in this exact fabric, but I grabbed some more of this for lining purposes for that coat. So now I will be all set and ready to make up that coat when I get some time. Probably won't happen until after Christmas though, is my guess. But lining fabric, always very important. And then I also grabbed the same fabric, but in a different colorway, just a meter of it, because we thought maybe for Jenny's sleeves of her barn coat, but I think using the flannel back, oh my gosh, flannel backed satin is going to be better, because we would want to quilt this to something just to make it a little bit thicker. But I think the flannel backed satin is going to work better. But yeah, a yard of this. I mean, this, or a meter. This just works great for sleeve linings. So, even if it doesn't match the rest of the body, or like a cropped jacket, like this will get used. Okay, now this jumped into my cart because I was just looking at the Minerva exclusive fabrics. I was looking at their silks, but, they're quite pricey. And I just wasn't, I've got silk that I need to still sew through from, both Europe and when I was in Italy, as well as when I went to Mood for, when I was in New York with my daughter and Jenny and her daughter. So anyway, I was just kind of looking and I came across this print, and I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was a navy blue background. It's not, it's a black background, but I had not seen this. So this is a Minerva exclusive print, and I just loved it. I'm like, oh my gosh, that'd be such a beautiful blouse. And I'm like, well, instead of getting it in the silk substrate, maybe I'll just get it in their rayon challis substrate. So I got 2 meters of this to do just like a really pretty winter blouse. Even though it's a black background, I think the bright colors that are on it are going to be okay up next to my face. I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder to see. I think so though. I think it's going to work out fine. And all the colors that are in, I mean, all the colors that are in the flowers are absolutely in my color palette. Maybe not so much the hot pink, but definitely some of the purples and the yellows and the reds, are in the green, even the olive green of the leaves are all in my color palette. So I'll be able to wear it with a lot of stuff in my stash. And I may play around, I maybe do something really feminine with this. Like maybe some, I'm kind of getting onto the ruffle train, so we'll see what happens. But this was an impulse purchase. I love the Minerva exclusive prints. They've got some really great ones, and I really love the substrates. I haven't tried all of them, but I've tried a lot of them, and I've just been very impressed with the fabric. Speaking of which, this is also a Minerva exclusive. But this I bought with a purpose. I want a bright and fun sweatshirt for the winter that I can layer as like a sweater. So like with a denim button, a denim shirt underneath it maybe, or white or any other color, or wear it as is, dress it up, wear it with a slip skirt, wear it with pants, with jeans, just wear it a whole bunch of different ways. But a really simple cropped sweatshirt. And this was on my fall and winter plans video as well. I was going to do the Stanton, the Cashmerette Stanton, but I think my So Haley Jane box just came for November, and it's got the new Tilly and the Buttons pattern called the Drew, and there is a cropped version that's a little bit kind of oversized, a little but still cropped, and I think I'm going to use the pattern and make this into the sweatshirt of my dreams. So this is their French Terry that on this Minerva exclusive print. I was nervous about this one because I couldn't tell looking at the pictures if this was a navy background or a black background. So I was looking through, I love on the Minerva site, you can see people can tag like products like when they've used them. So I was looking at all the stuff that had been made up in this, and some of them had been lightened a little bit. So it looked blue. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's navy, and it is. So, and all these colors of these sprinkles are absolutely in my color palette. So I cannot wait to make this up into a sweatshirt. And then I also bought, on that note, I wanted to try some of their ribbing, and I bought a lot of it. I don't know why I bought so much. Thinking that I would use this for like the ribbing on both the cuffs and the neckband and everything else. However, it's a tube, and I knew that it was a tubular knit, but what I didn't realize is that it stretches this way, not this way. So this is not going to make an effective bottom of a sweatshirt. It'll make great cuffs because I can just cut the cuffs as they go. They get folded over on each other, obviously, like so. But it will make a great cuff. Not so great for a neckband and or bottom of the sweatshirt. But I'm sure I've got some cotton lycra that I can use for either of those, or I could probably use the same fabric. This has got good stretch to it, so probably use the same fabric for the neckline and the bottom band as well. So I just have a lot of this. I can do a lot of navy blue cuffs, which, navy blue is one of my neutrals that I tend to gravitate towards, so we should be fine. I didn't pay very much for this. So that is everything that I got with my Minerva order. Then Cashmerette. I'm a member of the Cashmerette Club. They're still going on till tomorrow too, for their all access club. And they just released a coat. And part of the, I'm not sure which tiers get the discount codes. I'm an all access tier member, so I'm at the very top, pay with it my own money. Anyway, there was a code for a % off of wool coatings at Gorgeous Fabrics. And I have never purchased from Gorgeous Fabrics. I've heard of them before. I think they're down south, but I've never purchased from them before. So I just was like, I think it was a 30% off, maybe 25% off something off all the wool coatings at Gorgeous Fabrics to go along with this coat that Cashmerette just released. I can't remember the name of the coat. It's a very cute, like, collared, button up the front coat, like a wool coat. And so I got on just to look, and I came across this fabric, immediately screenshot it, sent it to Jenny, and I was like, do I need this? And she's like, I think you do. For the statement coat of my dreams. I don't know if I'll use the Cashmerette pattern or not. I'm not really sure what pattern I want to use, but are you ready for this? I got 3 yards of this fabric. Now I realize this is not going to be for everyone, but I am in love with it. So it looks like crocheted granny squares, although it's not. Like, it's not a crocheted fabric. It's got stretch to it. So it's on like a knit backing, like that's the wrong side. So it's got some like mechanical stretch and give there. But it's wool, like it is all wool. And I just think a coat in this is absolutely the lift that I need for these cold months that are getting ready to come upon us. Is that not so fun? So I need your recommendations. That is, oh wait, okay, that's the selvage. Okay, so it does stretch across the selvage. That's where I get the most stretch, is across the selvage, just a little bit vertically. Which honestly, I'm not going to look for a pattern that's got stretch. I don't think that's necessary. Although, okay, now my wheels are turning. I was just talking about, when we were in New York, Jenny and I saw a gal eating at one of the restaurants, and she had on like a quarter, it wasn't a zip because it had a snap up the front, but like a pullover type jacket, and it was boucle on most of it, like the teddy material, and then like a net, and then it had a quilted yoke on the back that kind of came over to the front. And then it had like, it was like a little ruffle that went into the seam there of the yoke. It was just really, really cute. I think I pinned it somewhere because I immediately was like looking it up online to see if I could find it, and I did. Anyway, this could be kind of fun. It'd be harder to launder though, because it is wool. So it'd have to be hand washed and taken care of very carefully so as not to felt. So maybe this would be a better overcoat and less of a pullover. But if I've got scraps and I don't mind being a little extra careful with how I launder it, this could be a cool yoke on a jacket. House of Hotard just did a, one of their, her patterns. She only has a couple. The Juju sweater is so cute. Catherine Holbrook just made it on Instagram, and it's really cute. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Isn't this fun though? It reminds me of the crochet trend with the granny squares, but it's not crocheted and it's wool, and I love the colors in this, and this is gonna absolutely brighten my winter. So this is gonna be the Phoebe coat, and then I wanna make this coat, and those will be my 2 coat projects, I think, this winter. So there you have it. That is my recent fabric haul. So I'm probably good now for a while, and I probably will be good. And just so what I've got, I've been burning a hole through my stash, which has been fantastic. So getting better at not purchasing as much. But all of these have, with the exception of the Minerva exclusive viscose that I bought, just because I just really love the print, everything else I've got plans for. So I'm feeling good about that. All right, guys, that's all I've got for today. I hope if you're in the US, you're having a relaxing Friday after Thanksgiving, that you're not getting too bombarded with sales and shopping and all that. That can become that really overwhelms me. So I hope it's not becoming overwhelming to you. And I hope you're able to enjoy time with family and some relaxation and have a great weekend. And if you are at home, I hope you're able to get some sewing in this weekend. Just really embrace some of that downtime for the holidays. And I will see you guys again next week. Have a good one. Happy sewing.